here to make another YouTube video. It is now time for another Jerry Heron read-along video, in which I'm continuing the book series by Joy Berry, and it's illustrated by John Costanza. The Joy Berry books of all the social lessons. We continue that book series, and we're reading you all. Let's talk about stealing. Because stealing is wrong, kids. When you take something that doesn't belong to you, without asking, that's stealing, and stealing is not right. Whenever you're borrowing something, wants someone's food or anything, you don't just take it, or someone's particular belonging. You ask, may I borrow this from you, or may I take your food? May I take a piece of your food, please? And if they say yes, you can do it. If they say no, you accept and you don't do any of that stuff. Stealing is wrong. So let's talk about stealing. Let's begin the story right now. It was digitalized on the Internet Archive in 2021. Here's the inside title. Here's another one of it. Here's another inside title. Let's begin. Let's talk about stealing. I'm going to take some of Steve's candy. Yeah, so much of it, he'll never miss what I take. Has someone ever taken something of yours and not returned it? Did you take some of my candy? Stealing is taking and keeping something that does not belong to you. When you take and keep something that belongs to another person, you are stealing. You stole my candy. Whenever someone steals from you, you may feel disappointed, frustrated, and angry. You may think that you cannot trust the person, and you may not want the person to be around your things. I cannot trust her. It is important to treat other people the way you want to be treated. If you do not want other people to steal from you, you must not steal from them. Why don't you take some and not pay for it? I don't want to steal. Yeah, that's another thing. Stealing is also when you take something from a store and without paying that doesn't belong to. No, stealing is when you take something from a store without paying, and that's not good. You always pay for treats in a store. It doesn't matter how expensive they are or cheap they are. You do not steal from a store. That's what stealing is also. When you take something from a store without paying, you always pay for your stuff. Some people steal accidentally. This happens when they do not return something they have borrowed, or it happens when people take something without thinking about it. When you find out that you have accidentally stolen something, return it right away. I put this in my pocket when I was at John's house, and I forgot to give it back to him when I left. I need to return it right away. Yeah, that happens sometimes. Sometimes you might borrow a book from the library that's overdue, and you end up not returning it, and then you realize you just forgot to return it, and you go back to return it. But of course, you will have to pay a fine pay money for being late, or else the library will not let you take books out for a while until you paid the fine for the late fees. Some people steal on purpose. They know what they're doing. They choose to steal. Yeah, what this girl's doing right now is not good. Stealing is stealing, and it's not good. That's when you're doing it on purpose. Sometimes people steal because they want something, or they might think that they need it. You should not have stolen that candy. I want it. I'm hungry. Sometimes people steal because their friends steal. They may think that is okay to steal because their friends do it. They may not want to be different from their friends who steal. Maybe they think that their friends will like them more if they steal. If you steal a toy, I will steal one. Yeah, that's not good. If ever someone tells you to steal something from a store, you say no and you walk away. Anyway. Yeah, stealing is wrong, and it's not good to steal to get someone to like you more. That is called peer pressure. You do not steal from a store to get someone to like you more. That is wrong. If someone says that, you walk away and don't be friends with them. Those are not good people to be friends with. Some people steal because they think that it will not make a difference. They think that no one will notice. They tell themselves that it will not hurt anyone. Come on. There are a million toys in the store. No one will miss the two that we steal. Okay, I guess it won't hurt anything. The toys we want are small ones. No one will ever notice that they are gone. But still, stealing is stealing. It doesn't matter how small even if you steal something small, it's not good. And these days now we can check, we can see who steals because we have cameras now. Cameras in the store help us see what's going on in the store, make sure there's nothing bad happening in the store and no one's stealing. And we can catch people stealing in the store with the cameras, and we know how to track them down to find them if they steal. Some people steal because they are angry. They may want to get back at someone who did something to hurt them. I'm going to take some of Melody's candy because she stole some of mine. It does not make any difference who people steal. Stealing is wrong. It is never okay to take and keep something that does not belong to you. It is no fun to eat candy that is stolen. It was not right for me to steal. If you should steal something, do something about it right away. If you have not damaged or destroyed the thing you have stolen, return it. If you have damaged or destroyed the thing you have stolen, replace it or pay for it. Here is the candy I stole from you, and here is some money. It is to pay for the candy that I stole and ate. After you return or replace what you have stolen, say that you are sorry and try not to steal again. Yes, like we said, kids, stealing is very wrong. Like I said, stealing is when you take something from someone that doesn't belong to you, when you borrow it without asking. Stealing could be taking someone's food without asking. Stealing is when you also go into a store and not and take something without pay. And there's no acceptance how cheap it is, and you're being sneaky. There are ways we can find out how people steal. Stealing is not right. Stealing is very wrong. For some reason, that picture is not showing for some reason. It's not loading for some reason. I can't read it. Let's go to the next page. It is important to treat other people the way you want to be treated. If you do not want other people to steal from you, you must not steal from them. Maybe I should stop stealing. Yeah, like we said, kids, stealing is wrong. That's the end of our story. But yes, kids, I want to give you some heads up on something about this book. Yes, stealing is never right. It doesn't matter how well you know the person or how close you are to them, or if you think you could sneak on them. Stealing is not right. Always think. And whenever you want to borrow something from someone, always ask first, may I borrow your books? May I borrow your toys? May I borrow your stuff? And you do not go inside a store and take things without paying. Even if it's cheap, stealing is wrong, and it can get you into a lot of trouble. That's going to do this video. I hope all you take my word for stealing. See you in my next video. This is Jerry Heron signing off.